I would like to take this opportunity to reassure my mom that I am not someplace completely insano in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. Good morning, folks. We gotta run into town real quick because I ran out of water. So I'm all packed up. Let's go. You ready to go get some water? Yeah. I could have run into town last night and gotten water, but I didn't want to repack up the car. And I had plenty of water for him. I just didn't have enough for both of us. So let's go get our water refilled real quick, and then we can carry on. And if you're wondering what kind of idiot runs out of water in the desert, that would be me. I'm Katie. That's Tuck. This is my Jeep, and I'm taking you guys on a really long road trip where sometimes I make little oopses. All right, you ready to go? Me too. Let's go. Oh, my gate is ajar. Oh, I just completely left it open. That's how my day is going so far. And the other fun thing this morning is that the bolts that hold this guy into the ceiling there rattled out, and one of them's somewhere down here, and putting them back in is gonna be a production because I've got to take the roof panels off, and it's a whole big pain in the butt. So I've temporarily got it held in there with duct tape. The duct tape seems to be working though. Let's try this going down the road thing again. It is really pretty here. It's a beautiful little beach spot. These pelicans are gliding along next to the Jeep, going 50 kilometers per hour. The water crisis has been solved. I found a local water vendor. And yeah, the tank is getting filled with a garden hose. But I'm Gen X. A little more hose water in my life is not going to hurt anything. And now I think it's time to get down the road. Aurora. I noticed a Chudrari on my way out of town, so we're stopping for a couple of groceries. Just some munchies. And I may be butchering that name. But in this case, I'm not butchering a Spanish name. Chudrari is not a Spanish name. I think it's Dutch. So I am fully capable of mispronouncing things in multiple languages. Well, I spied a new thing that I haven't seen before, which is a whole cabinet full of chicharron. That's kind of interesting. That's not for you. But I will share my breakfast pastry. I should have gotten paper towels. This is all I have left. But I don't feel like walking back in the store. Breakfast pastries. He thinks it's pretty good. They aren't quite as decadent as breakfast pastries in the US, but they're still pretty good. All right, we've got food, we've got water, and we are ready to hit the trail. And we are actually going to hit some dirt today, for sure. Aurora. Again. That was my first Jeep wave in Mexico. I mean, I've waved a lot, but that's the first reciprocal Jeep wave I've gotten so far in Mexico. This is a pretty cliffy little road right along the ocean. Oh, and that water is just beautiful. This is such a stunning coastline, and there really aren't very many people. You see a little house here and there, and that's it. And I'm not sure they qualify as houses. They're probably more like fish camps. Not many people. It's pretty amazing. Are you a little bit nervous about the dirt road situation? We're going to be on dirt road for a while, so hopefully you'll get used to it again. I can assert with supreme confidence that Google Maps does not know this area at all. I now have OnX loaded up because it knows where I'm going. I don't know what kind of mine that is, but it's really big, and I suspect it may have something to do with this shipwreck up here. We are taking a moment next to this really cool shipwreck to let some additional air out of my tires because it's really bumpy. It's a lot more comfortable with my tires aired down more than I usually do because I get a little paranoid about airing down my tires, and that what if I get a tire off the bead, and I can fix that, but it is not a good time to fix that. Like, it's hard and it'll take a while in the heat, and so I would like to avoid that at all costs. But I did air down from 25 to 20 psi, and just that 5 psi makes a huge difference in how comfortable the ride is on the washboards, which makes me think, oh, what if I go down to 18 or so? It could be even better. But I don't want to go down lower from a I'm paranoid standpoint, so we're not going to do it. But look how amazing this territory is, guys. I mean, I'm just like, this is beautiful. So beautiful. And I think Tuk is liking the ride a little better now too. He's acting less anxious. We are veering away from the ocean a little bit onto some washboards, which are not as bad. I would like to take this opportunity to reassure my mom that I am not someplace completely insano in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere, but there are other people on this road besides the people who work at the mine. This is a popular 4x4 road, and it's a Saturday, and I actually saw a convoy of, like, I don't know, 20 or 30 Jeeps and Toyotas and other off-roaders already heading up here before I did this morning. So I have no doubt there are going to be some other off-roading types on this road. I'm not going to be out here all by my lonesome. Well, I'm never by my lonesome because I have Tuk. country absolutely reminds me of Utah. I mean, minus the ocean. The colors here, I think, are a little more muted than in Utah. In Utah, you have so much of that red rock. And here I'm seeing lots of pastels, like light greens and light pinks, and these creamy color rocks, and they're really pretty, and it makes it very distinct on its own. While this is a very rural area, it's not an abandoned area, and people live out here at the ends of these roads. And so we will come to a little place where we can camp for the night, and if the restaurant's open, get a little food. I mean, I have food, I just went to the grocery store, but getting a taco or an enchilada from a small local place on the beach is more what I would prefer to do. This would make an amazing camp spot. We're up high, we've got the ocean and these beautiful mountains. And I suspect they're going to be pretty washed out in the camera, but the colors here are just astounding. I mean, they are pastel, so they're subtle, but they're absolutely breathtaking. We've barely made a dent so far in this quite long road, so we can't stop to camp there. And it's hot, like the ground is really hot still, so it would be pointless to stop. I wouldn't be able to let Tuck out of the car. But we are carrying on down the road, and yeah, I'm really glad I came this way so far. I mean, we could encounter things because a lot of the four-wheel drive vehicles that I saw coming back this way were really built up, and mine is not. It's very capable right out of the box, but I don't have extra large tires and all the things. So we'll just pay attention to what the road is doing. And so far, it's just a nice but intermittently washboarded gravel road. A beautiful gravel road. I have been seeing this rather impressive, very long wall of a mountain for a ways. It stands out. This little area of buildings that we're driving through, from the satellite map image, it looks like this is irrigated land and farming plots, but it doesn't look like that from down here, I can tell you. Maybe it had water at one point. There ain't nothing growing here now. Do you want to take a moment and walk on the beach? Yeah? To walk on it for a second, but let me... Okay, that's okay. Okay. What a good boy. It's a very rocky beach, but it's lovely. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? You think you like chicharrones. Got a couple of pelicans floating out there in the surf. I don't see any whales or dolphins or rays or any of that fun stuff, but this is still very nice. And a nice momentary break from the bumpy road. You think so too, huh? Still not going in the water though, are you? It felt like it was kind of cool out there for a moment. It's not. And that little spot I pulled out could have been a pretty nice camp spot. but we have goals. And what is going on here? I'm probably gonna get demonetized or something for showing dead things, but I have seen live cattle along the road. But this is like a little boneyard happening out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At least 15 dead cows, all in one spot. Maybe they just dragged the dead cows to one spot away from the water sources, but that's still a lot of dead cows to have in one spot, especially since this land, while cows can live on it, it can't hold very many cows at one time. So that's kind of a lot of cows in a small area. From here, you can kind of see just how dramatic this road is about to get. It's about to get dramatic. It goes up and windy. In a very short period of time, it goes up pretty quick. I was thinking that I might have to put four-wheel drive on for this, but it looks more dramatic from the distance than it is on the ground. It goes up. It is pushing me back into my chair, but it's not, it's smooth, seems fine. This upper portion is paved, probably because it was really bad when it wasn't paved. I really would not want to meet another car coming the other way on this road. It's pretty narrow, and you can see lots of spots where water has come across the road at one time or another and caved in the outside portion. It is very dramatic though. Probably should have broken the drone out for that, but I'm not driving back over it to send up the drone. It doesn't look dangerous in its current condition, but it does make you pay attention. This part's making me pay attention too, because the road is a little chewed up right here. So if you think back a few minutes to that big, tall mountain range we were driving toward, this is where it meets the sea, and why the road got dramatic very suddenly. And you might be thinking, like, why do they even have this road? And it's because people do live back here, and they need a way to get in and out of their village. We have moved away from the coast a little bit and are cruising through very close to these dramatic mountains. And there's some guys on some motorbikes coming up. I think this is very popular for people to motorbike. I think we're past anything dramatic now from a road standpoint, not a landscape standpoint. And I think now we just cruise through this canyon and back to the ocean. And look at the green in those rocks. I assume that's not copper, but probably iron. So iron can be green or red, depending on the processes that it goes through, whether it's reduced or oxidized. So I'm thinking iron, but I don't know. Not a geologist. I just like rocks. Are you tired of the bumps? You're doing good. You're doing good. You're learning how to deal a little better with the bumpy stuff. Well, I guess we weren't quite done with the squiggly parts of the map. I actually have 4-wheel drive on now, and I may be putting on 4-low. It's pretty steep down. So here I am thinking, I am way cool doing this. And there's locals who just do this in their 2-wheel drive beater sedans. And I saw a guy in a pickup truck pretty far back, so I think he probably went this far, hauling a fridge. We are on the final stretch. I'm tired. It's been a long day of driving. And check out this dude. He's welcoming us to town. There's a bunch of boats in this little harbor. I suspect getting here by boat is probably the preferred method. Google Maps is of absolutely zero use for me trying to figure out how to get to the place I'm trying to get to here. So I've got the satellite map up with the spot marked on the map. I thought this was going to be easier than it is. This is a pretty awesome place. We have our own private bay, some cliffy cliffs, a cemetery, a very small cemetery, and beautiful mountains. And guys, I'm beat. And I think that's it for today. And I want to thank all of you for coming along with me. It's amazing that you're coming along with me. And look where we have ended up. Is this paradise? It's pretty close. And guys, if you made it this far in the video and you're not a subscriber yet, maybe you should subscribe. And I will see you all down the road.